You guys probably saw on TikTok, there was a woman by the username missmamadez who called for the assassination of anybody wearing a MAGA hat.
Okay, guys, so I would like to start a new movement called See MAGA, because people like that respond to fear and terror and aggression, not logic and empathy and, I don't know, intelligence. It doesn't work for them. So fear works. So if we all get our and use our Second Amendment right and our common sense, at this point this administration is begging us to rise up and revolt, and you see somebody with a MAGA hat, pew pew, that's what we do. That's the way. It's the only way. Put them back in their basements, make them scared again to be racist, homophobic, and terrible, just awful fucking pieces of shit. Because I would way rather live next to immigrants than MAGA people. MAGA people deserve to be terrified and scared to walk in the streets because they should know that real Americans are gonna kill them.
Well, the TikTok and the X sleuths got to work and they found out where she resides. She lives right here in Sarasota. So what I did is I came to downtown Sarasota, beautiful downtown area, and I printed up a 36 by 24 inch poster of her face. And when it comes to these crazy liberal women, it's always in the eyes. I mean, look at these eyes. What level Trump derangement syndrome is this? This is like a terminal case of TDS. And so I want to find out here in Sarasota what these people think that their neighbor is espousing such violent, threatening rhetoric. So let's find out here in downtown Sarasota how they feel about her threatening MAGA supporters. She literally said to shoot them on sight. That's crazy. If you guys like my channel, you know what to do. GiveSingle.com/Adam Francisco. I am the only man fighting a terminal illness while still fighting for this country, the Constitution, and Donald J. Trump. We're going to have a good video today. And as always, God bless Trump. You guys know this woman? Can I tell you about her real quick? She's one of your neighbors. She's threatening that Trump supporters should be killed on sight. She lives here in Sarasota. How do you feel about one of your neighbors saying that we need to be killed on sight?
I don't want to interview them.
I think anybody would agree that that's not something you should say, on no matter what political side of the aisle you're on. I don't recall Trump supporters ever calling for the assassination of Kamala Harris or Joe Biden voters. I don't recall it ever happening. And yet she is still on TikTok. That's probably the craziest part. TikTok is supposed to have guidelines, and violent rhetoric, by the way, violent threats is illegal in this country, but yet she still has a TikTok account. What's crazy is if I call someone who entered our country illegally an illegal on TikTok, they give me a strike. Can't call them illegals. If I misgender someone on TikTok, I get a strike. But this woman gets to call for the open assassination of Trump supporters or anyone in a MAGA hat. Do you guys know this woman by chance? She lives here in Sarasota.
No, man.
She's been calling for the assassination of anyone in a MAGA hat. This is one of your neighbors saying that Trump supporters should be killed on sight. And yet her account's still on TikTok. That's what's crazy. How is her account still out on TikTok? Seriously, guys, when you see behavior like this, you got to call it out. And that's all I'm doing here is I'm calling out TikTok, and I'm calling out the FBI. I'm calling out Sarasota PD. You guys got to investigate this woman. She's been making a number of violent threats against Trump supporters. She's been doubling and tripling down.
See MAGA, pew pew MAGA. See MAGA, pew pew MAGA. See MAGA, pew pew MAGA. So these motherfuckers know we ain't here to play. You can't run around and fuck with our neighbors. You can't be a homophobic piece of shit. You can't just be generally awful and be okay with kids getting ripped away from their moms and all these terrible things happening just because you think it won't happen to you, even though anything that you allow your government to do to other people, they will eventually do to you. And that's why Trump is taking over in DC, and we're living in a police state.
This isn't rhetoric that we should allow in this country. You know, free speech has limitations, and one of those limitations, one of the only ones I believe in and I agree with, is violent threats. She's even been using the hashtag, I think it's See MAGA, Pew Pew MAGA, something like that. Seriously, look it up. That's one of her hashtags. She says we need to be scared again. We need to go back to our basements. I'm sorry, MAGA was never scared. MAGA had the 2020 election taken from them like candy from a baby, okay? The diamonds were taken from the safe. And that's what happened in 2020. You guys know this woman? It's one of your neighbors.
I know her. She's scary.
No, do you really know her?
Yeah, I do know.
She called for the murder of Trump supporters.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know if that guy really did know her. He might have known her. Who knows? I don't know. This kid is asking who this is. She is she went on TikTok yesterday, right? And she said that anybody wearing a MAGA hat, you know what a MAGA hat is? Needs to be killed on sight. That's what she said. And she lives here in Sarasota. So I'm coming out to raise awareness about who she is and to let her know that we're not going to be scared of her violent threats. Because I'm a big Trump supporter. That's my car. It's got Trump all over it. So she's saying on TikTok, if she saw me, she'd kill me. She doesn't know, not me personally, but anyone that supports Trump. So I'm here to call her out in Sarasota. You guys know this woman? She's one of your neighbors. She's been going on TikTok calling for the open assassination of any Trump supporter she sees. And she's one of your neighbors.
Oh no.
So look out for her if you guys are MAGA. Hi, I got a question. Were you the Bible girl over there?
Yeah.
Do you see the demon in her eyes? Seriously, the devil is in her eyes. Look at those eyes. Possessed. Absolutely possessed. So guys, I was on TikTok and I once responded to one of Lily Tino's posts. Lily Tino is the biological man that thinks he's a woman. And he put up some kind of announcement about getting facial feminization surgery. So I wrote, "Good job, sir." Because I think he's a man. He looks like a man. He behaves like a man. And I got a strike for that. But her calling for the assassination of MAGA doesn't get a strike. What TikTok is saying is misgendering is more dangerous than a direct violent threat. That's just crazy to me. The priorities of these platforms are so off. Do you guys know this woman? She lives in Sarasota. She called for the death of every Trump supporter. It's pretty bad rhetoric. Isn't that evil? Evil rhetoric. Nobody wants to talk today in Sarasota. But again, I'm used to it here. No one ever wants to talk in Sarasota. I don't know, is it the water here? What's going on, Sarasota? How come you guys aren't social? Like, I do these videos all across Florida, and I only have a problem here. Can I ask you guys a quick question? It's about one of your neighbors in Sarasota.
One of
Just
our
a quick
neighbors?
question. Yeah, can I tell you about it real quick?
Sure.
So she went on TikTok yesterday, and she said that any left-winger, any Democrat that owns a gun, should kill anyone they see in a MAGA hat on sight.
Oh, that's stupid.
So she lives here. I want to know, what do you think about that rhetoric?
That's crazy.
Yeah. She should get banned from TikTok too, right? And guys, I'm not even wearing a MAGA hat today. I'm wearing my my branded Adam Francisco swag. So no one knows I'm MAGA. They're not getting repelled by the MAGA hat. This woman lives in Sarasota, and she's been calling for the execution of Trump supporters. So I'm just trying to let people know about her. She's a threat. Look out for her. If you're a Trump supporter, she wants you dead. How you doing, sir? This is one of your neighbors. Do you know who she is? She said she wants to kill Trump supporters as soon as she sees them with a gun. What do you think about that?
I'm not sure about that, man.
That's a little extreme, right? Yeah, I agree. This woman lives in Sarasota and says she wants to kill Trump supporters. What do you think about that? This woman lives in Sarasota and says she wants to kill Trump supporters. What are your thoughts?
I say she's crazy.
That's crazy, right? That's bad rhetoric. You could see the evil in her eyes. I am no religious man, but this woman needs to find Jesus. You guys know I'm not a religious guy, but this woman needs a little bit of Jesus in her life. Go report her account to TikTok. She needs to be nuked into oblivion. Can't be having that rhetoric on any major platform. It's illegal, first of all, and it's dangerous to allow us to normalize this type of rhetoric in this country. Can't have it. Can't have it. This woman is trying to escalate into violence. That's what she's trying to do here. And we're not going to take it. Nor are we going to back down and be scared. As a matter of fact, I ordered a brand new MAGA hat today from the official Trump store so that I could rock it once again. If you guys have noticed, I haven't been wearing my MAGA hat. I'm going to be bringing it back soon on this channel. Inspired by Missmamadez. And she ain't going to do shit. She ain't going to do shit. And that's facts. All right, guys, if you like this kind of content, givesendgo.com/Adam Francisco. I am the only man fighting a terminal illness while still fighting for this country, the Constitution, and Donald J. Trump. And Ms. Mamadez, hopefully we see you in jail soon. I hope the FBI comes to your house, the Sarasota PD. Guys, do your job. Go investigate this crazy lunatic that is threatening the lives of 75 million Americans. Not cool. As always, guys, God bless Trump.